Hello YouTube friends. I started talking to you earlier on, but I've had so many interruptions. I've had visitors to see the kittens. I've had the guy came to help fix the car. I've had a lot of interruptions. So although I'm trying to have a gardening day, it's not working. I'm having an interrupting day. That's fine, it's nice to see people. But there are quite a lot of things. I have a huge list here. I've got my notebook here. And I've made the longest list here of things that I have to do. And I actually haven't planted too many of them yet. Loads of planting. I haven't done too many of them yet. But never mind. Let's have a catch up. Okay, so. Kittens are amazing, obviously. Kittens are 2 days old now. I'll put loads of pictures of kittens up later. And so Sadie's being a fantastic mum. She's in there now. I've left the back door open so that she can come and go. She's been out a few times in the beautiful sunshine. The kittens are just fine, settled down where I've got them. I've left them on the sofa where they were born, and I've turned the sofa round and jammed it up against the sort of like a little wall so that none of them can fall out. It's upset cat equilibrium here quite a lot. And just before I started doing this little chat with you guys, Rita and Prudence were down here having a proper cat fight. They're sisters, those two. I've got gardening hands. I've been planting. Those two are sisters. They do not get on at all. So they're having a proper cat fight with cat swearing and everything. They've stopped now. One's there and one's gone over there somewhere. But this upset cat equilibrium a fair bit. And the three other cats have been very wary around Sadie, and she has been very fierce around them. So we'll wait and see how all that pans out. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the chicks, because the chicks were the impulse buy when I went to buy the point of lay hens, who were doing brilliantly, by the way, laying now, doing really well. So I bought the fertile eggs of these lavender aracanas. And put them in the incubator. And really, when you think about all the other things I've got on the go at the minute, I shouldn't have. But I did. They started to hatch on Friday evening. One of them had, when I candled it, was a dud. The other 5 started to hatch. All of them had little holes in, one of them quite advanced. So I left them to it about 11:30, went to bed. And when I got up in the morning, about 4:30, one was practically out. The other 2 were doing really, really well, and 2 of them hadn't even advanced even a little bit. So those 2 had died, and there were 3 that hatched out. So 3 tiny little chicks. The idea being that I then set up a heat lamp, and I get special food, and I teach them how to eat it, all of that. Hatching out 3 chicks is as easy to have 200 as it is to have 3. So I got my thinking cap on, because this was going to be hard work, brooding just 3 little tiny chicks. You kind of need to teach them how to eat, and they learn either by a mother hen showing them, or by them seeing each other and learning by example. And so there aren't enough with the 3. So I put a note out on Facebook, because I've got a lot of acquaintances around and about who have poultry. And I asked anybody if they had a broody hen. I got a few responses, and so someone's coming this evening to help me brood these 3 chicks. She's quite excited about it, so that's good. She gets to have the fun of having these little chicks grow up. And because she's going to take the chicks. It's so much easier to move chicks than it is to move a broody hen. I've tried moving a broody hen on a few occasions, and unless you are incredibly careful, and she's a very, very good broody, by the time you get to your destination, she won't be broody anymore. And so Susie's coming soon, and she's got 4 broody hens at the moment, all sitting on dummy eggs. And so I don't know what her thought was about that, but she's going to take these 3 little chicks and the idea being that I won't be there, she'll be doing this. She knows what she's doing. So you get a chick underneath your hand like this. You go down after dark and you put your hand underneath the hen and you take out the pot egg or the plastic egg. I sit mine on golf balls when I do it. So you take out the golf ball and you put the chick in and you take your hand away. And then you repeat that twice more with the other two chicks. And in the morning, you know, she kind of like settles down on them if she's a good broodie. And in the morning, she says, look at me, I hatched these amazing chicks out all by myself. And she adopts them and keeps them and brings them up and raises them to be proper birds. It's the best way. It's the best way. Hens are much, much better at raising chicks than heat lamps. So I'm pleased that there is a broodie and that she's going to... I've got the chicks have been all day long. They're 2 days old now, aren't they? Just like the kittens. And I've got them in a closed-in box in the polytunnel. It's been really warm today and they're snug and warm inside the polytunnel. So when she comes, we shall go and get them out of there. She can take them away. It's about 5 miles and we'll see what their progress is. So that's the chicks. The kittens are glorious. When they're a few days older, I'll ask my friend Christine, who is the person who gave me Sadie and who is a vet nurse. I'm going to ask her to come and properly tell me which are boys and which are girls, because it's quite hard to tell. They're very, very similar looking when they're that small. So we'll see how that goes. Yes, it's been an absolutely glorious day. The apple blossom is out on the beautiful trees. The birds are singing. The rooks are cawing. All's well with the world. I feel much more relaxed now that Sadie's kittens are here. Much, much more relaxed. Yeah, and so I've got the water sprinkler on, watering the courgettes that I've just put in. 7 courgettes, and so we should have lots of... I like to eat them when they're really small, so I should be able to eat lots of those. Yeah, it's been a good day. It's been a really good day. And the guy came and fixed the car earlier, and it was a problem with the battery, which is a boring car thing, but it's fixed now, and that's good. Yeah, it's excellent. So I'm feeling good, and it's... are you feeling good, Norma? Are you feeling good? I think she is. Yeah, she's feeling good. So I'm going to give you a little look round now at all the things that are happening here. We'll go and look at the little chicks before they go to their temporary home. We'll go and look at the kittens. We'll have a little look round the garden as it gets to be coming on for evening. It's about 7 o'clock now, but the sun won't go down for hours and hours yet. And in amongst all of this lovely garden glory, you will see a lot of weeds, because that's the other way it rolls here. Can't do them all. Okay then, so let's have a little look round, shall we? I wonder if you remember me showing you this weird thing that I made at pottery. Well, I'm putting it to good use now. It's on the table in the pavilion, filled with weeds. I really love seeing the chive plants just as they're about to burst into flower. I think I almost like them better as closed up little blossoms than I do as full blooms. Here, at the plant fair at Holtwhistle last year, I bought 3 of these beautiful cornflowers in 3 different colours, that darker one at the back there, and this pale pink here, and then the mid blue in the middle. And they're just gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. So the apple tree is in full blossom now. And today, if we can scoot you around without making you too seasick. So today then, I've been planting out in here. There's all sorts in here. This is going to be the little bed full of rocket and lettuce and radishes. Those onions there are standing guard over the carrot seeds. so that we don't get any carrot root fly, as the carrots are planted in between those rows there. That's the plan anyway. There's all sorts of nice things that are just starting to come up there. And then the courgettes are in there. I'll water those really well tonight so that we get some good potatoes. This thing here, it's called Bistort. It comes up every year, gets bigger and bigger each year, and I absolutely love it. But there's something else I want to show you over here. This is the clematis that's growing along the side of the house. It's just an ordinary white one, nothing terribly special about it. Hello, beautiful. Let's go back again. And the buds are tight buds, but you know, soon that's going to be an absolute riot of white flowers. I'll show you again when it actually comes. She's gone back again. She's mooching. This rose here that climbs up by the side of the house. Now then, can we see? Oh, the buds are tiny, tiny, tiny. Tiny buds, but those are going to be an amazing mass of white flowers in a few weeks' time. And they smell sensational. Absolutely brilliant. Here are the little chicks. That one in the middle is not so good. These other two look great though. They're in their box ready to go with Susie. You're going to meet your new mummy soon. Do you remember these little pots that I filled with chives? They're coming along. So there we go, look. 5 beautiful little kittens and a very, very contented mum. Isn't she amazing? She's had some lovely sunshiny time outside today. When the kittens are a bit older and they've got their eyes open, I'll make a place for them to be outside in the sun as well, and they can go out sometimes in the daytime. You're a clever girl, aren't you? You are. Yes, you are. So 4 little tabbies and 1 ginger. Where are you off to? You had a good spot back there. You good girl. You good girl. Well, I'll edit this lot now. I've got more watering to do. So I'll pop this video up and get out. It's hard to stop, isn't it? Oh, get in there. I think he's found a spot now. Oh, no. Well, lots more kitten news, guys. Thanks for watching. See you soon.